You can leave your messages, questions about anything at all we got going on the show. The number is 844-956-GOAT. That's the GOAT. Thank you. That's the GOAT line. It's always there for you. All right, Allie.
What is it? Are you mad at me?
No, why would I be mad at you?
I don't know. There's any number of reasons why you could be mad at me.
Should I be mad at you?
No, you were just talking to Omar about it, so...
Oh, no. Oh, well...
Which I don't think is that big of a thing, but whatever.
You don't think it's a big deal?
No, I actually think I was completely justified, but of course you're going to say, like, oh, high-maintenance woman, blah, 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 blah.
Omar, this is not a gender thing. I do think a lot of times people would say, if you're listening to this, that this happens to your girlfriend or wife, and less so to your, quote, boyfriend, husband, whatever. But just hear me out and decide, because you were not there, so I consider Omar to be an impartial juror in this case. Mm-hmm. We were in Vegas on Saturday night, and we were doing we were there. We did a pool party thing with listeners during the day. It was great. Then we did a pool party thing at night, and there was a concert at the Palms, and that was great. And after that whole thing had kind of started, and we were that thing was winding down. This was not part of our original plan, but it turned out that Rolling Stones were in Vegas. And they
were playing at Allegiant, which was not far from where we were.
Right, not far at all, and they were in Vegas. And Rolling Stones, regardless of if you're a fan or not, there's like one of those bands that you feel like...
You got to see them.
Yeah, you should see them. There's certain bands and people I have seen, not even because I wanted to, but because I felt like I should, because I get super jealous when people are like, oh, man, I saw one time. And I was mad. One time I had a chance to see Tom Petty 2 weeks or whatever before he died.
Oh, no way, you didn't go?
And I didn't, and I was like, yeah, I'll catch him next time. And then there was no next time. And it was just, and I'm not saying the Rolling Stones are old, but they're old.
Oh, my God. Old.
Dude, they're ancient.
They're very old.
But they'll be the first ones to admit it. And also, by the way, I have never ran into a person that saw the Rolling Stones and said they had a bad show. Every single time, the reviews are just
it was
radiant,
amazing.
You know? Right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And I hear it, and you obviously see the merch everywhere. Rolling Stones, Rolling Stones, Rolling Stones.
And we had talked about potentially trying to get over there, but at that point in the night, we thought it was just over. Right. It wasn't going to happen.
We realized the schedule was pretty tight. We didn't think it was going to happen. Also, you never know anymore with bands when they're supposed to go on versus when they actually go on, and the show starts at 8, but really Rolling Stones don't go on until 10. It's a whole thing. Mm-hmm. But, and it becomes a whole, is it worth the effort? Is it worth the expense, etc.? So I get an alert on my phone. And this is after the show had already, quote, started, the Rolling Stone show, because we were, we were poolside at the Palms for the thing we were doing. And it basically said, because they monitor you on the algorithm, and it said, hey, tickets to the show you were looking at have gone down in price, because they were super expensive, obviously. It's the Rolling Stones, and I think they just started a new tour again, and once again, it's like their 15th farewell tour, I guess. So everyone was got to get on these farewell tours before.
But
one
once
of them
the
is
show starts...
The tickets start dropping.
The tickets drop. And so Klein got an alert.
I got an alert that was like, tickets available. And they had dropped pretty significantly, because at one point they were like $700 a seat. And then it went down to $500, and then to $300. And then I got this alert that was like, tickets in the section you were looking at, which was a decent section, are now right around $100. And I was
that is an insane deal.
Right. It seemed like a really good thing. So I don't really even know where Allie is. I can't find Johnny, but I know Postmaster Johnny is like one of his lifelong. He said to me, the Rolling Stones are my Taylor Swift, which is weird because he's 25 years old. So you would think Taylor Swift would be his Taylor Swift. But he said, the Rolling Stones are my Taylor Swift, is what he said.
So Klein called me. I was in the middle of a crowd, and he said, hey, I've got these tickets. They're $100 each. Are you guys in or not? And then at that moment in our drunken stupor, we said, let's go!
Let's go. So we're but we got to go now, because they're probably about to take the stage. We got to get over to Allegiant. We got to do the whole thing. And I'm at the front. I'm ready to hop in an Uber. I see Jake running up. He's got his dog on him. I see Johnny there. And I say, where the hell is Allie? And Jake tells me she wanted to go up to her room and change her shoes.
Yes, because I was going to a concert that's completely different than a pool party, which I was wearing a completely different outfit with heels that were very uncomfortable that were already giving me blisters. And I was about to walk through to a stadium show and then probably have to walk a lot after that, and I was going to die.
I have spent probably most of my life waiting for women in my life. First it was my sisters, then it was, first it was my mom, then it was my sisters, then it was my girlfriend who became my wife, and now it's my daughters. The amount of time in my life I have waited and waited and waited while shoes are being changed, it is probably if someone were to say, how have I spent most of my life, like if I die and my life flashes before my eyes, it's just me sitting around waiting for shoes to be tried on and taken off and tried on again.
I know you know. Okay,
and you of all
I hear
people,
that,
Allie.
but I am not that way. If I need to change
you are
my
that way
but
because
I'm
you
not,
did that.
It was
Did it
in
worse than
Vegas.
that?
It's completely different. I never
Klein.
wear shoes like that, and I'm never somebody who. By the way, I ended up going upstairs and changing a lot more than my shoes.
Okay, so this is part 2 of the story. So when I hear, so
serious?
Jake says to me, Allie wanted to run up to the room and change her shoes. And by the way, it's never quick to, quote, go up to the room, even if it's in your own house, let alone a Vegas hotel casino where, elevators, long hallways, the whole thing. So I go to Jake, I said, oh, man, you know what this means, because I know Jake doesn't understand women. I said, she's not just changing. If she's changing her shoes, there's no way she's keeping on her outfit. She's going to change the whole outfit. And Jake goes, oh, yeah, she said she was probably going to do that, too. I was like, oh, come on.
Because I didn't have shoes that went with a solid red romper. I'm not going to wear that with Converse.
So
it's
now-
such a weird outfit to even go to a concert in.
So now we know time is of the essence. We're sitting around, we're waiting. It's an impulsive thing.
So that's my question right there. Why don't you guys just go ahead and then Allie could have just Ubered over?
Then I would have had to
that's
pay
what
for my
happens
own
in
Uber.
Vegas.
Yeah, Allie wouldn't have done that.
But dude, that's like rule number 1 in Vegas. You're never waiting around for anybody. If you make especially plans like this, let's go, boom.
No,
If you're left back, that's fine. You're going to catch up.
One of the last times I was there was for a big bachelorette party. There was like 15 of us girls, and there was one girl who her shoes were a problem all weekend long, and we had no problem leaving her in the dust.
Yeah, that's what you do.
I think at one point she sprained her ankle, and she stayed with us. She was like, I don't still want to get left. But it happened.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I
group
knew
of girls, whoever
that I had to be
is.
fast.
Yeah, well,
I
okay.
was 5 minutes. I was back,
Listen.
and you guys were
That's
threatening to
one
replace
song.
me with the sales guy.
We were sitting around waiting.
What?
Yeah,
Yes.
because I said
he
it.
said, I'm replacing you with Scott if you're not here in 2 minutes.
We were
man.
standing and we're waiting, and we go, this is crazy now, because now we have somewhere we want to be. Now the adrenaline's kicking. We know the clock's ticking. I can even hear the roar of the crowd from the stadium.
yeah.
And I go, we're missing this. And that sound, and I don't care if it's a sporting event or a concert, when you are in the outside and you hear a loud outpouring of applause, the feeling of I'm missing something that I need to be seeing is palpable. And Allie is taking her sweet ass time, and she's not going to win any beauty contest.
I
It
was
doesn't
not
matter how
taking
much.
my sweet ass time.
Okay.
If you're going to go to a concert, I didn't want to already be uncomfortable in shoes. I wanted to be able to stand. I wanted to be able to sing along and do the whole thing, the concert experience. The concert attire is so different than the environment we were just in. I just needed 5 minutes, and it looks like the text line agrees with me. 208. I'm a dude, and I'm Team Allie on this one. Changing to be comfortable is fine. Changing to look better is different.
714, dude, Klein is not wrong. I've spent years waiting for women to change wardrobe outfits, etc.
818. Concert shoes are a must. You need to be comfortable. I'm with Allie.
Okay, being comfortable is one thing, and I understand that.
That's all I wanted.
But this was not a thing that was like a planned thing. This was an impulsive, as a lot of the best decisions in the world are. Impulsive, we make a move, we go, and
I know everybody has a group delayer. There's a group delayer in every
congratulations.
part.
That was you.
Oh, no.
I'm usually not that person. And
Congratulations.
as we were walking out, I was talking to Jake, and I was like, dude, I think another blister just opened up. This is really painful. And he was like, I was like, I think I might change my shoes, but I don't want to hold everybody up. And he was like, if you need to change, go change.
Jake, shame on you, because your job is to be like, sorry, just suck it up, buttercup. Thanks for eavesdropping in on our radio show, you perverts.
Yeah. When you're not being reported by your neighbors, you can check out the podcast or the live show on KROQ or wherever you get your podcasts.
That's right, which apparently is a lot of places. Find Klein Alley's show and listen to this show in its entirety. Plus, if you download and subscribe, we will save a puppy from being executed.
Oh my God, there's puppies being executed?
Oh, there goes another one.
Oh, those are high stakes.